coming at you on Friday. That's right, it's Friday today. Well, thank God we know that. What's special about this particular Friday is that in actual fact, we are going to be talking to you about the data that will come out today. That's in the traditional markets. And why are we talking about data from the traditional markets and its relevance? What's it got to do with crypto? Well, it's got quite a bit, as you'll probably find out. And here's the thing that's going to be relevant for you and crypto. While I give you a little bit of a look of the beautiful big blue sea, yes, here's what's going to be happening on today. Well, apart from our live trading day, which you'll find the link for in the chats below, you're going to also get what I suspect will be a continuation of weakening trend data on the US economy. So on Fridays, the first Fridays of every month, there is a very important piece of data that is released, and it is known as the non-farm payrolls data. That means all employment that has gone on for that month is being collated, captured, and brought to you, and it excludes seasonal labor. It excludes that which is fruit picking in high season. Okay, so it is all other jobs apart from anything that is highly seasonal element in it. And 2 non-farm payrolls ago, we pivoted from this everything is awesome economy, everything was coming in stronger, into actually having quite a bad undershoot. And in fact, the last payroll numbers, we missed the number to the downside, number one. The earnings percentage per month was lower than anticipated, and the unemployment number was higher than anticipated. What that did is it weakened the dollar. It weakened the dollar and got everybody talking again about rate cuts. Rate cuts, that old thing, that old political football that is the central banker's key manipulation ploy and tool. Rate cuts. By the way, drop your comments. I'm seeing them here. Much love from Portugal. That's great to hear. Please wait while I remount my TV, he says. Okay, somebody's remounting his television, fell off the wall when we came on. So what's the big deal? What's the big deal? Well, the big deal is if that dollar turns down on account of weakening US economy, this is going to stimulate the crypto environment. This is going to stimulate the crypto environment. And with that, if the dollar starts to gain strength, the stimulus that pushes pressure on crypto. So Bitcoin, as we've shown, particularly its bull markets, have super flourished during the periods that we have weakening dollar or proliferation of dollar. And these are very important periods. And so far, apart from, say, TON and Solana, it's been a Bitcoin dominance move. We highlighted the box, if you remember our charting that we've done for you, the box that was running at the 40% roughly that Bitcoin broke out of and continued to trend higher and went through 55% on Bitcoin dominance. So the first part of any bull market is indeed, thumbs up, hit the thumbs up, is indeed a Bitcoin derived one. And it was particularly so because it was all about the ETF and the institutional money whaling in on the Bitcoin ETF. I'm here to tell you that in the live trading day that we do today, I will be showing you a technical setup that will imply in a reasonable time frame, not tomorrow, not next week, so it's a medium long time frame call. It's our expectation that Bitcoin dominance will tap out at some point and eventually go all the way down to 24%. That's right, you heard it from me. You heard it from me, and we'll be showing you and discussing this and more in the due course. This is not next month, it's not next week. It might be round about the time of the peak of the bull market, of this bull market, but it could even roll into the doldrums that follow. In short, altcoins, key altcoins, will potentially start to outperform the digital gold. In actual fact, they are drawing up and implementing a whole new surveillance financial system. And the notion that all you need is the gold in the vault part of your new financial system. None of the applications, none of the tokenization tokens, none of the tech and the fast high volume utility tokens, none of those particular things. And that is a very foolhardy notion indeed. It's a very foolhardy notion. And as a result, we are going to see a splurge of key alts overperform, and that is going to be one of the biggest drivers for wealth creation opportunities for you. Yep, one of the key drivers for wealth creation opportunity for you will be coming down the pike. Big day today, says Jason. Nice to see you, Jason. Chris Garcia, rotate your camera. I don't know what they're doing. I'm holding it horizontally so that you guys can see me horizontally, and they change this damn thing all the time. They're probably going to force me to do it like this, so I'll do it. Now I can read your chats without having to bend it. Playing it sideways, sorry about that. Roaring Kitty. So thoughts on Roaring Kitty? By the way, guys, there's a whole old gambler stock cult creation, and they're telling you about how some dude's almost a billionaire on GameStop. This has a culty, hypey gambler stock type story, and in every nation there often is one of these equities or a fistful, and it's to keep you entertained and misdirected. You can participate in it, and if you happen to be lucky, you might even make money in it. But the notion that something good comes out of gambler stocks. So in South Africa, they had Steinhoff as a gambler stock. They'll all know about it if they're South African, and everybody was punting in it, and it could dip and pump and splurge and run. I remember when I was in younger days, there was a company called Tygon. It was the gambler stock. Xenia, can you let the guys in dropping stuff off? And so much more. Beware of the hype of this. I prefer to stay largely entirely clear. Unless I see an upside HVF, then I expect it to pump, or a downside one, and then I expect it to trade. So without a setup, I won't get anywhere near those things. I expect the fundamentals, the hype, and the BS to turn into one big fraud story. What was our Israeli friend that was doing the property company in New York that was becoming so big and so strong at one key point? It was, I can't remember their names, drop me the name, where they were renting office space from everybody and then repurposing it. What were the name of the guys? You tell me, drop it in the comments. Come on, you guys know. WeWork, there you go. Mohammed wins the prize for the day. WeWork. Susha, just open the garage, let them put the stuff in. Sorry, we've got all sorts of deliveries going on. So yeah, WeWork was the one, and be careful, because those things end up busted flushes. So as an investor, my answer is I wouldn't go near it with a barge pole. As a technical trader, if I got the setup that I wanted, I would take it, grab my target and run, whether it's upside or downside, and I would leave no holdings in it. It is Heartbreak Hotel. You've already been pumped once and dumped, and you're likely to get pumped again. And it's amazing how people get offered a roller coaster ride and they all go, whoopee, the roller coaster's back, I can't wait to get on that ride again, where most people lost money, and they will get optimistic again and think, this time I'll get out at the right time, this time I won't get dumped on, this time I won't get man-shagged by the fascist chosen ones that are running a Ponzi scheme. Remember, gambling, casino is an addiction. Everybody, you know, the guys that run all the addiction stuff, the opium cartel, the fentanyl, the painkillers that are largely opium and that you were told were non-addictive, that are the most addictive. All the people that run that stuff are people that run businesses in addiction businesses, because they want to inflict pain on you and make you a false customer. So porn, gambling, punting, and there's many ways people do it. You can try fool yourself that you're investing. The guy's saying, this is a stock, man, it ain't gambling. Things that pump that much and dump that much, businesses don't change day to day in terms of their relative value. You've really got to watch that. And anything that is going up and down points to fraud, points to hype, points to manipulation, points to a lot of things. So be real careful on that. Am I bullish NFT? So by the way, guys, we're going to be doing this and you're going to be able to ask lots of questions on our trading day. We're going to have an hour and a half of traditional markets. There's lots to say on the traditional markets. The rates are coming down. The dollar is going to be a key part of everything in that space. And then we're going to have an hour and a half on crypto, and crypto is definitely warming up. And I'm expecting a surge. And you know what? Normies engagement in crypto is at an all-time low at the moment. You ran the marginally higher high. You've been in this vibe where you've been churning for a bit, and it's gone on a much longer than people expected from March, and everybody's just gone, oh, this thing ain't happening, and that's it. That's the end of our game. If you look at Google searches on Bitcoin and or crypto, they're falling away relative to the price. People are so fickle. In other words, if they're not getting their pump and their surge right away, and things have taken too long and gone a bit quiet on them for a while, there's no patience, particularly in the crypto realm. There is no patience at all. All you do is you don't engage. Your long-term holds you hold, and short-term trading you put on the rack. It's range trading. It's not moving. It's in a ongoing continuation. We've been making money in gold, silver, coffee, and other environments. Equities, we've a couple of great equity trades as well, and in other spaces whilst crypto's been doing this. Now I'm saying I feel it's going to start coming alive. We have a short time frame Bitcoin structure. We'll tell you those numbers. You can go and join on the non-farm payrolls number day, live trading day. Go and jump on the link there and join us and see why we see Bitcoin going up into 80. Why and how, and also the HVF that's in there on a smaller time frame, which is pointing to a new high. All of those things that are going to move the needle a little bit higher, and you can see why in due course. In actual fact, we see the alts going to, in the long run, outperform Bitcoin, and that there will be really big moves, and a lot of insiders will be in them. And the best way to track what the insiders is doing is the HVF method. That's right, Hunt Volatility Funnel method. That guy that told you BNB was going to be an outperformer. Nobody likes the stock. It's run by a WEF CEO now. They stripped the business off good old CZ and chucked him out, even though he never rug pulled anybody. Gave him a couple of months jail for we're not even too sure what. And guess what? They now own his business. It's kind of like Alibaba all over again. It's even an Asian guy that built the business and then had it quietly taken off him. It became too useful, too valuable, too big, and you're not complying sufficiently with the overt forces that be. Oh well, we'll just take it off you. You're a criminal. We'll find a charge. We'll make something stick. We'll fine you. You'll be lucky to keep some of your money, and off you go. Well, that's what they did to him. Well, so no one tends to like it, but look what it's done. Look at its relative overperformance. It's outperformed. Compare it to ADA that has fallen now to 10. So many guys like ADA, and I use it as a good example because Charles is popular. Charles is popular, and there's lots of people that see him as being, someone who's methodical, precise, all these things. He's got the best pitch. He's not a hype monster, and he's always doing testing. He's the most thorough guy. He comes across as the most thorough guy. How's it worked out so far for the token? That's not to say later it ain't going to be an absolute flyer. In previous bull markets, it was one of the first to move strongly. But we've said, do not be a long-term hodler in ADA, rather have it in Binance. Binance is now 105 billion. It's crossed 100 billion market cap. ADA, that was once its equal, they were roughly sitting just under each other, is now 16 billion. That's 16%. Call it 100 billion market cap for Binance, and ADA at 16. Never mind DOT, which is at about 9. DOT, ADA, and Binance in the previous bull old market were within 5 billion of each other in the top three. It was Binance, ADA, and DOT, and they were like 3, 4, and 5. Now look at it. Now look at it. One's 105 billion, and the other is 16. The truth of the matter is, without relative strength assessment of who's going to be strong, you're going to be in the wrong token. You're going to buy the guy you like the most, and you're going to end up languishing. XRP is not dead, by the way, for the man who says XRP is dead. It is a macro, and it is a long-termer. We've always said it's a long-termer. That structure still exists, and it is not invalidated as yet. It still exists, and it is not invalidated, and I don't need to hold the tokens. I've set up a long-term structure, so I've got involved, syndicated big ass set of calls on it, and it's and we've got the position we want for the time, and now I don't need to commit exchange money to it and have a cost. Put a X amount, it's going to do what it's going to do. I'm giving it literally a couple of years and long-term call, and then I was wrong if it doesn't surge to where I expect it to in that time. So that's something that can be done. I'm trialing that actually with a partner potentially, and it could be something we could in the future maybe offer to others, that you can just say, okay, for example, here's my 100 grand or 10 grand on that possible idea, my 20 grand, and it's in an option, and if we're wrong, we lose it all. That's it. That's your stop loss. So it's got to be something you're prepared to lose. So, you might only be 5 grand or 1 grand for something like that. And it's like, there's my 2 years out. You've got to get at least past this level, and anything above that is pure gravy for what looks like an 80 times if it does what we expect it to do. And that's it. Now I can trade on the more short and medium term in the others. So we'll see if XRP is dead, but we do see Bitcoin inside a certain period dropping to 24% and beyond, that means lower, of the overall crypto market cap. So that could mean one of two things. Bitcoin disappears, gets invalidated because of CBDCs post some reset event, or it could just mean it continues to exist, but lots of other projects, market caps suddenly surge. Like, for example, XRP becoming worth, a couple 100 billion. Like, for example, ADA suddenly emerging again, and us later seeing it, and it turns the corner and it goes up. Like, for example, Binance going higher. All of which offering specifics that the surveillance finance statist Bolshevik communists, the technological communists that want to put you in that draconian new world will set up for you. And that, my friends, means you can make money on it. Unfortunately, you may as well take the money because they're going to do it anyway. But that doesn't mean you have to support it. There's lots of things. So I've released a very important thread on the economic collapse, the reset, a visual, because men are visual. Most of you watching this are men. Men are visual diagrams explaining debt, dollar, finance, worth. Very nice work done by team members here at Sniper Central. And it illustrates what I have in my mind as that I've tried to describe verbally with pictures all the way through how the various stages are going. And we are deep in reset, guys. Many people don't realize it started quite a while ago. So many shoes have dropped. We're deep. We're getting to the part where it's getting faster. Things are moving faster, and it's going to then suddenly go into capitulation mode. And you're going to be wondering, where the hell did that come from all of a sudden? And I'm saying to you, it's been happening, it's been happening, it's been happening. So my team have shared the link to our live trading day. Here's the thread, is the diagram that they are watching, that they've shared as well. That's on the Market Sniper. Go and watch. It's got, I think, about 20 Twitter posts. Very short, simple idea each time with an image to help you understand. It's almost my cartoon of explanation of the worldview with artist renditions provided by the team. And don't forget, book yourself for $197. What will you get if you pay $197 and you show up for 3 hours, 1.5 hours on traditional markets, a short break, and another hour and a half on the crypto markets? What do you actually get? What's the value? Let's ask the question. What do you do it? I mean, it's still $200. You can still get I think you can just about afford 2 people for dinner at a half decent restaurant on that. What do you actually get? Here's what you'll get. You'll get my full time, my attention, my best thoughts on what's going on in the crypto realm and the traditional market realms, specific trade ideas, specific setups across commodities, across equities, across FX pairs that we are either already in, considering to be in, with stop loss placement, target placement, and high reward trades. And on crypto, relative strength assessment, who we love, who we don't love, why we do, why the charts tell you how, which one is the best of the majors that you can sit in long-term hold during this market, which one should you rotate. No, XRP is not a long-term hold, it's a languisher for now, like ADA and the others. It's a speculative long-term setup. What the ones you want to hold are the ones we've indicated, which have been BTC and Binance. And coming, when will Ethereum come and start to overperform Bitcoin, and why? We've already put this out. And the others. And when you can rotate from one to the other so that you can take the big growth. Someone who's sat in ADA from the beginning of this bull market has gone not very far and has had a difficult bull market. Someone who was in Bitcoin because of the dominance from the beginning and a combination of Bitcoin and Binance has done significantly 10x, I would even say, better, just in the bull market. So people, you're going to cock the bull market up if you don't have a basis for comparison to check who you should be in, and when that changes, who you should rotate to, with targets that allow you to get out, and which is your new best friend. And that allows you to take the best part of the bull market with the most moving coins and to leave them once they stop or they slow. And that makes a huge multiple of difference. And if you don't earn 100, and by the way, you'll have access to the recording for a full month. And if you do the price of 2 for 3 sessions, you'll have 3 months access to the recording. You can go and review it yourself. You never need make it again. If you don't have enough information to make more than $197, or if you go over 3 events, you don't make enough information to earn $200. If you don't, 300, sorry, 197 plus 197, 400, Jesus Christ. One day I'll pass my mathematics. 400 over 3 months. If you can't get enough out of those 2 with real actual trades, make $400, then I've failed you. And you've also probably failed yourself. Because to me, it is pure gold in terms of just biasing small key things. And where do you place your stops? Many people's stops always get run because of stop placement. When is it likely to break? How much time? We talk about short time frame on YouTube, medium time frame and macro time frame things all the time. And many people don't understand the difference between the macro. The macro can be a year, it can be 2 years. The medium time frame can be months, can be 6 months, can be 3 to 6 months on the long end. And short time frame can be days and hours that week. So you've got to understand the difference of taking something, when to take what's the firing order that you must do things. All this and more you will see in and be laid clear as part of our core objectives in the live trading day, to give you real alpha, to build your wealth significantly and have you positioned in the lucky seat, instead of that feeling that the markets hate you and you're always unlucky in the worst possible thing. Yeah, basis for comparison. Who's your next best friend? Not bad advice. When I rotate too much, I get dizzy. No, so this is not churn. This is not jumping in and out every hour on the hour, every day something new. We have no interest in making brokers rich. Let's be clear. Exchanges and brokers get rich from hyperactivity. And you will be shocked how much that compounds against you and how much wealth you destroy with regular jumping in. And you think, oh, it's only a fraction of a percent of this or that and a small fixed charge here and there. Go and summarize. So we do P&L research. I've told you before, I did on one spread better, how much transactional costs, how much they generated in fees out of me on an account that made £160,000. They made 90 grand. They made 90 grand. They made more than half of what profit I made. Think about that in GBP on one spell of trading. It wasn't even a full year. It was around 7 months odd. So, I mean, you've got to understand this. So it's not about trading. The order entry is not the trading, guys. That's not the trading. The analysis, the thinking, the understanding of time frame, the patience, and that small moment where you literally do the necessary of filling in the form on the screen is not trading. That is just inputting all the thinking, the planning, the relative assessment, the cross Bitcoin analysis, the cross other token analysis, the multi-time frame analysis, the understanding of dollar analysis, when is the best time, using limit orders, how far will it come down, the key levels of significance analysis, can I get a better entry if I'm more patient, if it's not about a run now, why buy here, why not try buy lower, all of these principles. This is where the alpha is, guys. This is where the alpha is for you. You need to understand that. And the patience is the trading. The standing true. We had some guys that just got out of BNB just before it pumped. One or two, not many, but they said, damn, I just got out of it. Because it had made you wait, and then it wound up, and it formed a primer, and it squeezed some more, and the dollar was strong, and Bitcoin was a little bit weak. All of that continued and happened. And then just before it surged, they thought, this is never going to come. The patience, it was a doldrums market. Stand to your setup unless it fails. So the confidence in HVF as a method, you need to see it win so many times that you say, stuff it, I will never take it off until it either fails or does what it said it's do. You've got to give up your boredom. You've got to give up your tendency to fiddle. You've got to do less. Think more, do less. Think more, plan more. Set your tripwires and do less. This is the success to trading in all markets, in actual fact. And how many people from we first mentioned Binance, we mentioned Binance a long time ago. We mentioned it the very first time it might or break if it was an early breaker. It not only wasn't an early breaker, it was a pullback, it was a wind up, it was a pattern extension, it gave a primer, and then it was a really late breaker. Most of the people who followed the YouTube would have put it on and taken it off within a week and lost. This is the difference. This is the difference, guys. You've got to learn patience. Relative strength is shown technical. You've got to learn confidence in that, and that's what we teach, and we show it to you. In the end, it will come. Join our live trading day on the link here, guys, and grab that particular opportunity. I will be loving and leaving you. It's a beautiful Friday. The sun is out. The sea will be cooking this weekend. Go and live your best life. Think about what you want to do. Learn patience, learn method, learn thought. Order entry is not trading. Order entry is a minuscule of a detail to trading. Trading is understanding and recognizing if it ain't required right now, can I buy better? And if I'm buying better, can that stop be lower at a logical technical place? Can I boost the reward? How do I do it? What time frames? Is this really the strongest? Is it the strongest across all others? When you've done all of that, you're in your best position to maximize your growth. And these are the keys that I want to help you establish for yourself to make you wealthier in a period where they are coming for all your wealth. They want to hollow everybody out. You're going to have to be smart. They're going to tax you into a cinder. They're inflating you to a cinder. They're going to squeeze your testicles from the left and from the right with inflation and taxation. They're going to squeeze until people's eyes are watering. You need to have big cojones, and you need to be caught outside of the jaws of that squeeze. And we focus on all of that. The reset sniper. There is a reset coming. There is a collapse coming. Go and watch that thread. Go read that thread that we posted on the Market Sniper. And we're giving you all that we can to help you survive what is a government dark state induced hollowing out, wealth reducing trap of monkey money being devalued at an ever escalating rate, debt that is coming so thick and fast that there's nobody left to buy it. All of this, and there are real opportunities in that for you to make wealth. And we are trying to give you that and help you that, and also help you learn to be better so that you maximize that. That's the game, guys. It's right there, the game. It's right there, the game across all markets. And they are coming, and there will be, most people will be flattened to peasantry. Flattened into peasantry, UBI on CBDCs. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Just like the new flu might come, just like the World Health Organization hasn't gone away, the World Economic Forum hasn't gone away, 1 trillion of new debt every 100 days hasn't gone away. It keeps stacking up, and it's like pink crogs coming out of your flippin' ears, coming out of the boot of your car, coming out of everywhere. You can't get rid of them. You're paying people to chuck them away. There's so damn much of it. It's a surer fact. It's a mathematical certainty, and you need to maximize, because there's certain opportunities that absolutely have to come, even though they don't want you to have them, in part of this great deflation of valuation in their failing legacy financial system, while they inflate a new digital 2.0 system that they want to shoehorn you in to the bottom of, while they come in with a nice fat pipe right at the top in all the best seats, where their oligarchies, their mega corporates, their insiders, their central bankers and chosen ones and other pigs. There is absolutely an apartheid system of classes for everyone, and you're not in their club. None of us are. We're not in that club, and I'm here to buy you the best seat for the best life and the best existence, so you don't have to toil like a pig doing menial work to some mega new digital 2.0 slave system with a social score that allows you a piece of steak once a month, providing Bill Gates 3D printed it for you, and you don't die of some new exotic cancer as a result. Yeah, listen guys, it's that important. Okay, that's me. That's me to you. You either get it or you don't. The link's below. It's up to you to take action to change the course of your life and your wealth. Do that and change your life. I really want to help people. I enjoy it. I help myself by helping others. And it's absolutely like that. The left hand washes the right hand when you wash your hands. It's simple as that. Get it, get on board. It's sincere, it's authentic, and you've got a very low ticket price to test. I'm going to say goodbye before the Iman starts singing. Until I catch you next time, have a great one, guys. Bye for now.